Welcome to T1 Academy. In our last videos, when it comes to clocks, we have seen what will happen with the hands of the clock, whether they they will overlap, when they will be in a straight line and opposite, when they will be in 90 degrees angle, and all those things. Now in this video, we are going to see about the fast moving clocks and slow moving clocks. So first, before how this fast moving and slow moving clocks concept was derived, we need to understand. See, we all know in 12 hours, the two hands of the clock will coincide for how many times? In our last video, we discussed about this one. In 12 hours, the two hands of the clock coincides for how many times? Coincide for 11 times. Why? What is the reason? Because we will have a common coinciding point between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock, that is exactly at 12 o'clock. Because of that reason, we will have only 11 coinciding points in 12 hours. In 12 hours, the two hands will coincide for just 11 times. Okay, good, superb. Now, see here, students. So that means 11 times. To coincide for 11 times, it is taking what time? 12 hours. It is taking what time? 12 hours. So, now 11 times, I will convert these hours into minutes. It will become what? 12 into 60 minutes. 12 into 60 minutes. Now, to coincide for one time, what is the time it is going to take? Please observe here. 12 into 60 by 11. I will send simply 11 to the other side. So, 12 60s are what it is, students? 720 by 11. So, 720 by 11. What it becomes? 11 6s are 66. I will be left with what? 60. So 11 5s are 55. I will be left with 5. So 5 by 11 minutes. 5 by 11 minutes. That means the two hands of the clock coincides for every 65 5 by 11 minutes. That means what we can say? The two hands of the clock will coincide for every 65 5 by 11 minutes. Okay, this is very, very important. This 65 5 by 11 minutes is very, very important. And why it is important means later, based on this only, we will decide whether the clock is moving fastly or slowly and all those things. Okay, so from this what we can understand? The two hands of the clock coincide for every 65 5 by 11 minutes. So this is the parameter by which we will check whether the manufactured clock is working perfectly or not. Usually after manufacturing the clock, what they will do is, they will check this time. After how many minutes? See, they will start a stopwatch. When the two hands of the clock coincide, and they will stop it when the two hands once again coincide, and they will check this duration. If the duration matches 65 5 by 11 minutes, then they will say that this watch is working perfectly. This is how they will decide the clock functioning. Okay, sir, good, superb. So that means for every 65. For example, due to some manufacturing defects, if the two hands of the clock coincides in a time less than 65 5 by 11 minutes. If it coincides in a time less than 65 5 by 11 minutes. So less than 65 5 by 11 minutes, then what will happen, students? Tell me whether the watch is moving fastly or slowly. Tell me this thing. Definitely, see, if you want to reach a destination in 2 hours, now you are reaching that destination in just 1 hour 50 minutes. Tell me, what is the speed? Whether you increased your speed or decreased your speed? Obviously you will increase your speed. Why? Because time and speed are inversely proportional. So if it is taking a time less than 65 5 by 11 minutes, means obviously the clock will move fastly. Okay, if it is moving in a time, if the two hands are coinciding in a time greater than 65 5 by 11 minutes, if the two hands of the clock is coinciding in a time greater than 65 5 by 11 minutes, then Tell me what is the nature of this clock, whether this is a fast moving one or slow moving one. Whether this clock is a fast moving clock or slow moving clock. See, you should reach a destination in 2 hours. Now you are taking 2 hours 10 minutes. Tell me what happened to your speed, whether you have reduced your speed or increased your speed. Obviously you reduced your speed, because of that reason the time duration increased. The same logic applies here also. So here the clock is moving slowly, okay, fastly and slowly, it is very clear. If the two hands of the clock coincides in a time less than 65/11 minutes, means the clock is moving fastly. If the two hands of the clock are coinciding in a time greater than 65/11 minutes, means the watch is moving slowly. Okay, good, superb. Now tell me, when the watch moves fastly and slowly, what will happen? Whether we will lose the time or gain the time in a day? When the watch moves fastly, remember this one, students, we will lose the time. We will lose the time. Sir, how it is possible? We are moving fastly, means obviously we should gain the time, right, sir? You are telling we are losing time here. Actually, what happens here is a simple understanding, students. Simple understanding for your analysis. For example, tomorrow morning by 10 o'clock, a examination will start. Okay, an examination will start. You are using a fast moving clock. You are using a fast moving clock. Now tell me whether the 10 will be actual 10. If it is actual 10, in the fast moving clock, we are using a fast moving clock. In your clock, it is showing the time as 10 o'clock. Now tell me, is the actual clock will show a time less than 10 or more than 10? Will the actual clock will show the time less than 10 or more than 10? Definitely it will show a time less than 10. Why? Because your watch is fast moving. This is your watch. In your watch, it is showing the time as 10 o'clock. But in the actual clock, the time will be less than 10, right? So that means before commencing the time itself, we will go into the examination hall. So assume you went into the examination hall 10 minutes pre-early. That means early. Now, this 10 minutes time is wasted for you, right? Am I correct or not? If you utilize the 10 minutes for some other purpose, you may take rest or you may have some, what we can say, refreshments and all these things in the 10 minutes. You are losing the 10 minutes, right? You are simply entering into the examination hall 10 minutes prior and you are losing the time. So that is the reason, if the watch moves fastly, you will lose the time. You will lose the time. You will lose the time. And similarly, when it comes to slowly, you will gain the time. You mean the sense, see, actually speaking, students, you will not lose or gain the time. That will be standard. But from watch perspective, from the clock perspective, we should tell whether it is a losing clock or it is a gaining clock. So that is the reason, when the two hands of the clock coincides in a time less than 65/11 minutes, means in that case you will lose the time. Lose the time. If the two hands of the clock coincides in a time, greater than 65/11 minutes, means there you will gain the time. Please keep this thing in your mind, students. Okay, fastly. If the two hands are coinciding in less than 65/11 minutes, means you will lose the time. Similarly, if two hands are coinciding in greater than 65/11 minutes, means you will gain the time. You will gain the time. Understood, students? Please keep this thing in your mind and remember, fast moving will lose, slow moving will gain. Okay, understood? This is how, based on this concept only, we will have the fast moving clocks and the slow moving clocks. So we will see the questions based on this. The first type of question. See here, if the two hands of the clock coincide for 64 minutes, what time it will lose or gain in a day? First thing, by reading the question itself, we should come to conclusion that whether it will lose or gain the time. The two hands are coinciding in what time? In just 64 minutes. What is the standard time, students? What is the standard time to, okay, actually, the two hands should coincide for what? Should coincide for every 65 5 by 11 minutes. This is the standard one. But here my two hands are coinciding in what time? In just 64 minutes. In just 64 minutes. That means here we are losing the time or gaining the time? Definitely we are losing the time. We are losing the time. Students, keep this thing in your mind. Why? Because it is moving fastly. Obviously, we will lose the time in a day. We will lose the time in a day. Okay, how much we are losing? We are losing. Therefore, we lose. How much time we are losing? Actual one is 65 5 by 11 minutes. But it is coinciding in just 64 minutes. That means we lose difference between this one, actual one and the present one. 65 5 by 11 minus 64. What it is? 1 5 by 11 minutes for every, what is the coinciding time in our case? 64 minutes. That means for every 64 minutes, we are losing 1 5 by 11 students. This is 1 5 by 11 minutes. We will lose 1 5 by 11 minutes for every 64 minutes. But what is the question they are asking? We will lose or gain in a day. In a day. So, see here students, for every 64 minutes, how much we are losing? 1 5 by 11. I will write it as 16 by 11 minutes. For every 64 minutes, we are losing 16 by 11 minutes. Okay, good, super. But our question is for a day. So, day means how many hours? 24 hours. And these are in minutes, right? So, I will write this also into minutes. 24 into 60 minutes. In 24 into 60 minutes, how much time we will lose? How much time we will lose? So, simply cross multiply here students. Assume this as some x. Now, what I will get here? 64 into x is equal to 16 by 11 into 24 into 60. 16 by 11 into 24 into 60. Right? Now, cancel it students. What you will get? 16 ones, 16 fours. 16 fours are 64. Next 4 ones are 4, 6. 4 ones are 4, 6 are. So, x is equal to what I will get here? 360 by 11 minutes. 360 by 11 minutes, which I can write it as what? 11 3s are 33. I will be left with 30. 11 2s are 22. I will be left with 8. So, 32 8 by 11 minutes. That means in a day, the clock is going to lose 32 8 by 11 minutes. The clock is going to lose 32 8 by 11 minutes in a day. In a day. Understood? This is how we are going to decide whether the clock is losing the time or gaining the time in a day. This 65 5 by 11 is very, very important students. Okay, understood? Right? Now we will see the next one. If the two hands of the clock coincide for 66 minutes, what time it will lose or gain in a day? See here students, 66 minutes, whether it is greater than 65 5 by 11 or less than 65 5 by 11, definitely it is greater than 65 5 by 11. So, actual time is what for us? 65 5 by 11 minutes. Okay, but here the two hands are coinciding for what? 66 minutes. Tell me whether we will gain the time or lose the time here. Obviously, we will gain the time. Why? Because this is the time which is given for us is greater than 65 5 by 11 minutes. So, therefore, the clock gains how much? 66. Difference between these two students. Earlier also difference, that's it. Whatever the greater one, we will subtract them from the smaller one from it. So, 66 minus 65 5 by 11. Very simple. 65 will get cancelled. You will have 1 here. 1 minus 5 by 11, it becomes what? 6 by 11. It gains 6 by 11 minutes for every, here in this case the two hands are coinciding for what time? For every 66 minutes. That means if 66 minutes are passed, the clock will gain how much time? 6 by 11 minutes. It is going to gain 6 by 11 minutes for every 66 minutes. In our last case, it is going to lose some time for every 64 minutes. Why? Because there the time duration is 64. Here it is 66. So, 6 by 11 minutes for every 66 minutes. But our question is for a day, right? So, now similarly, 66 is equal to 6 by 11. Both of these are in minutes. So, in a day means we should also write that also in minutes. So, 24 into 60 is equal to some x. We don't know how much it is going to gain. Now cross multiply it, students. What you are going to get here? 66 into x is equal to 6 by 11 into 24 into 60. 6 by 11 into 24 into 60. Now 11 table. 11 11s are, sorry, 6 11s are, 6 1s are. Can we further cancel it? No, we don't have any other choice. So what is the value of x here? 24 6 are 144 and we have a 0 here by 11 11s are 121. 11 11s are 121. Now please try to cancel it. 121 1s are 121. Okay. So more I will be left with what? 121, after cancelling 121 I will be left with 230. Right? 23 here and 0. Still I will be left with only 1. 230 minus 121 you will get what? 109. So 11109 by 121 minutes. That means the watch is going to gain 11109 by 121 minutes in a day. The watch is going to gain 11109 by 121 minutes in a day. So this is how we need to find the whether the clock is gaining the time or losing the time when the two hands joining time is given or coinciding time is given. This is how we need to solve these type of questions, students. Simple here, as I have already told you, this 65. Why this 65 5 by 11 minutes also already we have seen. Okay. Keeping this as a standard one, we will compare and then we will say whether it is gaining the time or losing the time and how much it is gaining in a day or losing in a day. Right. Now we will see the next important cases which are actually related to this fast moving and slow moving and how we are going to deal those problems in that cases. Now see here, students. A clock gains 15 minutes per day. Okay, it is gaining 15 minutes per day. It is set right at 12 noon. What time will it show at 4 a.m. the next day? At 4 a.m. the next day. See here, students, whenever you see these type of questions, we will start solving this problem by the comparison method. That means what we will do is, we will take a correct clock. Anyway, our given one is a wrong clock, right? Why? Because it is gaining. Whether it gains or loses, it is a wrong clock only. Okay. We will start comparing the correct one with the wrong one. And then we will find our perfect answer. Now, it is set right at 12 noon, right? That means both the clocks. My correct clock, anyway it will be correct 12. My wrong clock is also set right at 12 noon. So that means in both the clocks it is showing what? 12 p.m. each. 12 noon means what, students? We all know it is 12 p.m. 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Okay, good, super. And before that, now see here, please see here, it is gaining how many minutes in a day? It is gaining 15 minutes per day. My given wrong clock will gain how many minutes in a day? 15 minutes in a day. That means if in the correct clock, if it runs 24 hours, what about the wrong clock, students? That means in our given clock, it will show how much? 24 hours, 15 minutes, right? Why? Because it will gain 15 minutes in a day. It will gain 15 minutes in a day. In a correct clock, if it runs 24 hours, my wrong clock, it will run for 24 hours, 15 minutes. The reason is, it is gaining 15 minutes per day. Please be careful, students. This is hours and this is minutes. You should be very careful with this one. Okay, understood? Now, what time will it show at 4 a.m.? Now tell me, they are asking us the wrong time or correct time? What time will it show? What time will it show means my wrong clock will show at 4 a.m. the next day. See, 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. how many hours? 12 hours. 12 p.m. that means afternoon to midnight. 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. how many hours? 12 hours. From 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. how many hours? 4 hours. That means in my correct clock how many hours are passed? 16 hours are passed. In my correct clock how many hours are passed here? 16 hours are passed. Now they are asking us how many hours will be passed in my wrong clock. What time will be passed in my wrong clock. See how I have written this 12 hours, students. Please be careful. From 12 p.m. to 4 a.m. So right before that, beside that, 12 p.m. to 4 a.m. 12 p.m. to 4 a.m. how many hours? 16 hours. 16 hours. So in the wrong clock, how much time it will show? That is the question for us. Let us assume it has some x hours. And before solving the problem, students, please convert these minutes into hours. 15 minutes means what? 1 by 4 hour. So 24 1 by 4 means what? I can write this one, 24 1 by 4 hours. So this will become what? 97 by 4 hours. Am I correct? Yes, 97 by 4 hours. Now cross multiply it. That means what will happen when I cross multiply it? 97 by 4 into 16 is equal to 24 into x is equal to 24 into x. Now in 8 table, 8 2s are 8 3s are 8 2s are 8 3s are. Can we further cancel it? Yes, 2 1s are 2 2s are. Right? Is there any other choice? No, we don't have any other choice. So x is equal to what here? 97 by 6 hours. 97 by 6 hours. 97 by 6 hours. What it becomes? 97 by 6. It will become what? 16 1 by 6 hours. 1 by 6 means what, students? 1 by 6 means what? 1 by 6 means 10 minutes. 1 by 6 means what? 10 minutes for us. So that means, can I write this as 16 hours 10 minutes? 16 hours 10 minutes? Yes, I can write it as 16 hours 10 minutes. Okay, good. So in my correct clock it is running 16 hours. In my wrong clock it is running how much? 16 hours 10 minutes. That means 10 minutes more than the actual time, right? 10 minutes more than the actual time. So what is the actual time they given for us? 4 a.m. But in my wrong clock it will show what? It will show as 4:10 a.m. Why? Because 16 hours 10 minutes. It will show more 10 minutes in excess. Understood, students? A simple and straightforward question. We should always solve these questions with the help of the correct and wrong comparison. Okay, both the clocks are set right at 12 p.m. Okay, good, superb. What is the nature of the correct and wrong? If in the correct clock, if it runs for 24 hours, my wrong clock, it will run for 24 hours 15 minutes. Okay, good, superb. Now in the correct clock, it is showing next day morning. Next day morning 4 a.m. That means from 12 p.m. to next day morning 4 a.m. how many hours? 16 hours. Then in my wrong clock, how much? We don't know. We will compare it. X, and we compared it and we came to know that it will run for 16 hours 10 minutes. It is 10 minutes more, right? So simply, anyway they given us this correct time. What it is? 4 a.m. So 4 a.m. plus 10 minutes, what it becomes? 4:10 a.m. 4:10 a.m. Clear, students? Right. We will solve the next question. Right. This is the next question, students. Now, actually here what is happening for us? There are two clocks. In our last question, we discussed only about one wrong clock. But now please see here, there are two clocks. Were set right at 12 noon on Sunday. One gains 2 minutes and the other loses 3 minutes in 24 hours. Now here, both are wrong clocks only, right? Both are wrong clocks. Now, what will be the true time when the first clock indicates 3 p.m. on Wednesday? When the first clock indicates, see here, students, do we require both the clocks to solve this question? Why? Because what is our question? What will be the true time when the first clock indicates 3 p.m. on Wednesday? That means the question is purely based on my first clock, right? So is there any necessary for us for here about the second clock? No. The second clock was given just to confuse you people. Okay. We will not at all consider that second clock. We will only take the first clock and we will compare it with the correct clock and then write the final answer here. So correct one. Correct and wrong. Both were set at 12 noon. And right at noon in the sense 12 only. 12 p.m. on Sunday. 12 p.m. on Sunday. Both were set as 12 p.m. on Sunday. Now, what is the nature? One gains 2 minutes. That means the first clock is gaining 2 minutes and the other loses 3 minutes in 24 hours. In 24 hours. Please be careful, students. 24 hours. So, that means in my correct clock, if it shows 24 hours, if it runs 24 hours, in my wrong, the first clock, it is gaining 2 minutes, right? That means how much time it will show? It will show 24 hours, 2 minutes. It will show 24 hours, 2 minutes. Okay, good, superb. Now, what will be the true time when the first clock indicates 3 p.m. on Wednesday? Now, tell me, which clock is indicating 3 p.m. here for me? Wrong one or the correct one? My wrong one. In the previous one, they given us the correct time and they asked us to find the wrong time. But in this case, they have given us the wrong time and they are asking us to find the correct time. Correct time. So now the time is what? 3 p.m. on Wednesday. In this one. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Tell me from here to here how much time was passed. See, 12 noon. 12 noon on Monday, 1 day. 12 noon on Tuesday, 2 days. 12 noon on Wednesday, 3 days. 3 days, 3 hours, right? Why? Because it is 3 p.m. 3 days, 3 hours. 3 days means how many hours, students? 72 hours. 72 hours, 3 days. 24 into 3, 72 hours. And plus 3 hours, right? That means from here to here, how many hours are passed? Tell me. 75 hours are passed. From here to here, how many hours are passed? 75 hours are passed. Now, we need to find how many hours will be passed in my correct clock. How many hours will be passed in my correct clock. Now, as usual, we will do this one, cross multiply. Let us assume it as x. And before solving this, my suggestion is please convert this minutes into hours. Why? Because already hours are there, right? 2 minutes means what? 2 by 60. So, what it becomes? 24 2 by 60. 24 2 by 60 means it will become what? 1 by 30. Next, 24 3s are 72 and 0, 720 plus 1, 721. So, what it becomes? 721 by 30. 721 by 30. Now, simply cross multiply it, students. What you will get? 721 by 30 into x. 721 by 30 into x. This is equal to 24 into 75. 24 into 75. Is there any further cancellation? If so, cancel it. In 7 table, we can cancel, right? Or else, do we have any other choice here? Okay, for time being, we will take it as x is equal to 24 into 75 into 30 by 721. 721, a very big number, right? A very, very huge number. In 7 table, it will get cancelled. Okay, that is one choice for us. What is the other choice for us in this case? 103. 103. 103 is a prime number. We cannot cancel that 103. And here also it is not possible. 721, only 7 and 103. Still, it is not at all getting cancelled here. So, 54,000 by 721. 721 ones are 721. 7s are, it will become what? 721. 7s are 7. 2 7s are 14 and 1. So, 5047. So, 7s are 5047. So, what I will be left here? 353. 3530. 3530 means 721, obviously 4s are, right? We don't have any other choice. So, 721 4s are 4828 2884. Okay, 4 times is also fine for us. So, what I will be left here more? 35, here I will have 16, 116 and 530. It will become what, students? 646 by 721. 646 by 721. So, what you will get approximately? So, anyway, we got 74. This one hours. This one is hours for us. Okay. That is how we are going to get. So, approximately 646 by 721, what you will get? Decimal only. We will get 5 point, or else in minutes, if you want to convert also, you can convert it into 60 minutes. So, there will be just a small change for us here. There will be just a small change for us here. So, it will become what? If you observe carefully, 3 days it will lose 3 minutes. Okay. So, it will show how much? 2:54 p.m. Approximately, we will get the answer as 2:54 p.m. in this case. Okay. In this case, we will get our answer as 2:51. And this is the process, students. This is the process for us. No worries. In examination, they are not going to give you this much huge problems. Okay. Right. The next one. A clock is set right at 10 a.m. on Monday. The clock loses 15 minutes in 24 hours. Okay. What will be the true time when the clock indicates 4 a.m. on the following Saturday? 4 a.m. on the following Saturday. Now, see here, students, same concept. Correct one and the wrong one. Correct one and the wrong one. Now, see here, it is losing 15 minutes in 24 hours, right? That means in the correct clock, if it runs for 24 hours, in the wrong clock, it will run for 23 hours, 45 minutes, right? Right? Now, next, it was set right at 10 a.m. on the Monday, and when the clock indicates 4 a.m. on the following Saturday, what will be the true time? That means the wrong clock. See, 10 a.m. on Monday to 4 a.m. on the following Saturday. 10 a.m. to for Saturday. So, what is the time? 10 a.m. on Monday to 4 a.m. on Saturday. 4 a.m. on Saturday. Now, please count the days, students. Tuesday 10 a.m. one day. Wednesday 10 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday 10 a.m. is not yet done. Okay, less than by how much? 6 hours. That means here 18 hours only. 18 hours only. So, 4 days, 18 hours. 4 days means how many hours? 96 hours. 96 plus 18, it will become what? 114 hours. So, that means in my wrong clock, it run for how many hours? 114 hours. They are asking us what is the correct clock it will run for. Now, the same process. So, before that, I will write this as what? 23. 45 minutes means what? 3 by 4. 23, 3 by 4. So, now what happens to this? 23 fours are 92. So, it will become what for me? 95 by 4. 95 by 4. Take this as x and cross multiply it. What you will get here? 95 by 4 into x is equal to 24 into 114. 24 into 114. Right? The same concept. With 5 it is not going to cancel. With the 19 table, yes. Please see here. 19 5s are 19 6s are 19 5s are 19 6s are. Do we have any other choice? No, that's it. So, now what happens to my x in this case, students? 24 6s are, or else 24 into 24. 24 square is how much? 576. 576 by 5. 576 by 5. Why? Because if I multiply here, 6 4s are 24 it will become. So, 576 by 5. So, this will become what, students? See here in 5 table, if you cancel it, what happens to this? 5 1s are 5. Okay, good. Next, 5 1s are 5. Okay, I will be left with 2 6. That means 5 hours. Okay, 115 and more I will be left with 1 by 5 hours. 115 1 by 5 hours. That means in my correct clock it will run for what? 115 hours. 1 by 5 hours means what? 12 minutes. 12 minutes. That means how much more, tell me? In my wrong clock it is running 114 hours. In my correct clock it will run for 115 hours 12 minutes. That means how much more time here I have? 1 hour 12 minutes. Actually it is showing how much? 4 a.m. But the true time will become what? 5:12 a.m. 5:12 a.m. Why? Because 1 hour 12 minutes in excess. 1 hour 12 minutes in excess. So, our time will become what here, students? 5:12 a.m. Our time here will become 5:12 a.m. So, mostly students, we will get a perfect values like this only. Not similar to our previous one. Very rarely you will get those type of questions, but actually you will get the answers in a perfect manner only. Most of the cases. Okay, right? Next one. A watch which gains uniformly is 2 minutes slow at noon on Monday and is 4 minutes 48 seconds faster to on the following Monday. When it was correct. Now see here, students, this one is a different question from the questions which we have solved till now. Why, sir? What is the difference between this question and the previous question? See here, he is telling about the same clock for twice. He is not telling whether it is moving fastly or slowly. It is not like that. Simply, a watch which gains uniformly is 2 minutes slow. The first doubt you will have that, sir, it is gaining clock. How it will become 2 minutes slow? Means intentionally they will make it 2 minutes slow. Okay, don't think too much. Intentionally they made it 2 minutes slow and then they started calculating the things. Now, it is 2 minutes slow at noon on Monday and it is 4 minutes 48 seconds at 2 p.m. See here, students, it is 2 minutes low at Monday. At noon on Monday means 12 p.m. on Monday. At 12 p.m. on Monday, right? Now, slowly, anyway, this is a uniformly gaining clock. It is a uniformly gaining clock. Yes, sir, it is a uniformly. So, slowly, what happens? This 2 minutes gap will be reduced, right? Why? Because it is a gaining clock. So first it will become 1 minute 59 seconds, next 1 minute 58 and so on, so on, so on, so on. It comes to 0. And after coming to 0, it will move fastly, right? It will move fastly and it will be reaching some 4 minutes 48 seconds fast on 2 p.m. on the following Monday. And once again it will get separated, similar to our hands of the clock. See, initially the difference will be diminished to 0 at one point of time, and once again it will be going on increasing. This is how it is going to work. Now, tell me how much the watch gained, how much time from 12 p.m. on Monday to the following 2 p.m. on the following Monday. How much time it gained? From 2 minutes low to it moved to 4 minutes 48 seconds fast. That means what actually here is happening, from -2 to it is changed to what? Plus 4 minutes 48 seconds. Now tell me, what is the overall time gained by this watch? What is the overall time gained by this watch? The overall time gained by this watch is, first it is reduced this 2 and then it is went to plus. So effectively it will gain how much? 6 minutes 48 seconds. Effectively it is gaining how much? 6 minutes 48 seconds. From -2 to it is moving to 4 minutes 48 seconds. So to gain 6 minutes 48 seconds, it is taking what time? Therefore, to gain 6 minutes 48 seconds, it takes, how much time it is taking? 12 noon on Monday to 12 p.m. on Monday to 2 p.m. on the following Monday. So 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. 7 days, right? Exactly. 12 p.m. on this Monday to next Monday 12 p.m. exactly 7 days. And 2 p.m. means what? 2 hours. 7 days, 2 hours. 7 days means how many hours? 168 hours. 24 into 7, 168 hours. Plus 2. That means to gain 6 minutes 48 seconds, it takes 170 hours. How this 170 hours? 24 into 7 plus 2. 24 7s are 168 plus 2, 170 hours. Why? Because 12 p.m. on Monday to following Monday 2 p.m. Okay. To gain 6 minutes 48 seconds, it is taking 170 hours. Okay, good, super. Now they are asking us, when was it correct? As I have already told you, meanwhile the difference will decrease and at some point of time it will become 0, right? They are asking when it will become 0. When it becomes 0, obviously my watch will show the correct time, right? Okay, so that is the reason here we need to find, to gain 6 minutes 48 seconds, it takes 170 hours. Now to show the correct time, it should gain how much? It is 2 minutes slow, right? If it gains this 2 minutes, obviously it will show the correct time. So therefore, it should gain 2 minutes to show the correct time. To show the correct time. So that means how much time it will take to gain 2 minutes means, see here. 6 minutes 48 seconds, right? So can I write this as 6, 48 means 4 by 5 minutes is equal to 170 hours. Okay, now to gain 2 minutes, it should take how many hours? It will take how many hours? See here students, no need to convert these minutes or these hours into minutes. These two should be in same units, these two should be in same units. That is enough. If you have any confusion, convert everything into minutes. Okay, but it is okay that if these two are in minutes and these two are in hours, I will take this as x hours. There is no problem. You can take directly. These two should be in same units. These two should be in same units. So now cross multiply it. What happens? 6 4 by 5 means it will become what? 34 by 5. So that means 34 by 5 into x is equal to 2 into 170. 34 by 5 into x is equal to 2 into 170. So 34 ones are 34 5s are. 34 ones are 34 5s are. Next x value will become what? 2 5s are 10, 10 5s are 50 hours. That means it is going to take what time? 50 hours. Okay sir, we got 50 hours. But to what I need to add this 50 hours, students? To what I need to add this 50 hours? I need to add this 50 hours to the 2 p.m. on Monday. So therefore correct time is at 12 p.m. on Monday plus 50 hours. See, 48 hours means first Tuesday to 12 p.m. is 24 hours. Wednesday 12 p.m. is 48 hours. Next more 2 hours, right? So that means which will become what for me here? 2 p.m. on Wednesday. 2 p.m. on Wednesday. That means it is going to show me the correct time at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, except this instance all the time which the clock has shown is a wrong time. This is the only time when the clock will show the correct time. Before this time either it will show a time less than, and after this time it will show the time more than the actual time. This is how it is we are going to solve this type of problems. Okay, this is fast moving and slow moving clock concept, students. Okay. Next one. If a clock strikes 12 in 33 seconds, it will strike 6 in how many seconds? This is the question. This is also one of the interesting questions, students. See here, the clock will strike 12 in 33 seconds, right? So from to reach 12, how many gaps it should cover? That is very, very important. See here, in 12 numbers, we know in the clock 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. How many gaps do we have here, students? Actually, please count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. 11 and 12. Okay, 12 partitions are there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 partitions are there. Now, to come to 12, it should cover how many gaps? Tell me. To come to 12, it should cover how many gaps? It should cover 11 gaps. How, sir? Sir, actually we have here 12, but you are telling 11 gaps. How it is possible? Now, we will see generally. Now, count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Now, please see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is going to cover what? 6 gaps here. Now, total how many times it is striking for? 33 seconds. 33 seconds. Now, when it reach 1, assume it striked for some 3 times. When it reached 2, it striked for some 3 times. Here 3 times. Here 3 times. Here 3 times. So, what it becomes? How many times it is striking for? 3 times. Now, here 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 and 3. This is how we will take. Then what will happen for us in this case, students? If the clock strikes 12 in 33 seconds. To reach 12, please be careful. Most of the students will think that okay, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, it is taking this much and it is we should get 36. No, sir. But why you have taken? See here, the clock strike 12 in 33 seconds. It is going to strike 12 for 33 seconds. Okay, that is very, very important. So, please don't take this as 3, 3, 3, 3 each, and so we will get 6 into 3. Directly I will write this as 18. No, this is wrong. If that is the case, to strike for 12, it should take how many seconds? It should take 36 seconds, right? But it is taking here just 33 seconds. 33 seconds. That means what is happening here, students? Actually, we will consider it as only 11 gaps. 1 less than the 12. 1 less than the 12. 1 less than the 12. Okay. So, that means 12 minus 1, that is equal to 11. In what times? 33 seconds. In what time? 33 seconds. Now similarly, to strike for 6, 6 minus 1, that is what? 5. So, 1 in what time? 33 seconds, right? So, 3 seconds. So, 5 means what? Here also, here into 3. So, 5 into 3, it will take 15 seconds to strike at 6. It takes 15 seconds to strike at 6. Please be careful. This is one of the important cases. Okay, next one. Now, similar one, students, which we have solved in our previous case. Pause the video and try to get the answer. A watch which gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes was set right at 7 a.m. In the afternoon of the same day, when the watch indicated 4:15 o'clock, the true time is the same similar one which we have solved in our previous case also. Try to solve this one. Correct, wrong, comparison, correct and wrong comparison. In the correct clock, if it shows, see, there 24 hours case, but here see here A watch which gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes. That means in the correct clock if it runs 3 minutes, in the wrong clock it will run for what? 3 minutes 5 seconds. Am I correct? Why? Because it is gaining 5 seconds for every 3 minutes. So now the comparison time came from 3 minutes. Earlier in our previous problems we taken it for 24 hours. Why? Because it is gaining or losing in accordingly for 24 hours. Here it is for just 3 minutes. Now was set right at 7 a.m. Now it was in the afternoon of the same day when the watch indicated quarter past 4 o'clock. Quarter past 4 o'clock means what, students? 4:15, right? Now the wrong clock is showing what? From 7 a.m. to, tell me, from 7 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. What is the time passed here? 7 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. What is the time passed here? 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. 5 hours, and from there to 9 hours 15 minutes. That means now in the wrong clock it is showing 9 hours 15 minutes. 9 hours 15 minutes. Then what will be the true time? That means what is the correct time they are asking us. What will be the true time? Now tell me which one is easy for us. See here, minutes, minute seconds, hours and minutes. So we should maintain a similarity here. Okay, for that what I will do is I will convert everything into minutes. That is a mediocre one, right? So 3 minutes 5 seconds means I can write this as 3 1 by 12. 1 by 12 minutes. 3 1 by 12 minutes. That means it will become what actually for me? 37 by 12 minutes. Okay, good, superb. Now come to this 9 hours 15 minutes means what? 9 hours means 540 and 15 minutes means 555. 555 minutes. Okay. Now cancel it. This is some x minutes. Now cancel them, students. What you will get? 3 into 555 is equal to x into 37 by 12. X into 37 by 12. This is what? Minutes. Everything will be in minutes only. Now 37 ones are 37 15s are is 555. 37 15s are is 555. So what is the x value now for me here? 45 into 12 minutes. 45 into 12 minutes. Now to convert it into hours. So what I can write this as 45 into 12 by 60 hours. 12 by 60 hours. Now cancel it, students. 12 ones are 12 5s are. 5 ones are 5 9s are. So x is equal to what I got here? 9 hours. So in my wrong clock it is indicating 4:15. So 15 minutes less, right? So in my right clock it will indicate just 9 hours. So that means 15 minutes is less than the wrong clock. In the wrong clock it is showing 4:15 means in my correct clock it will show how much? It will show 4 p.m. In my correct clock it will show exactly 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Quarter past 4 means 4:15. In wrong clock it is showing 4:15, but in my correct clock it will show just 4 o'clock, right? Next one. Now in 16 minutes the minute hand gains over the hour hand by. Now see here, students, we know in our first session itself we discussed what is the minute hand speed and what is the hour hand speed. We all know it. So minute hand speed is what? 6 degree per minute. This is minute hand. Minute hand. When it comes to hour hand speed is what, students? Hour hand speed is half degree per minute. Half degree per minute. So they are asking us in 16 minutes. In 16 minutes, how much degrees will be gained by my minute hand? In 16 minutes, it will cover what? 6 into 16. That is 96 degrees. Okay. In the same 16 minutes, my hour hand is going to cover how much? 1 by 2 into 16. So 80 degrees. So how much is more than? The difference between them is the greater value, right? So 96 minus 8. That is what? 88 degrees. That means my minute hand is going to gain 88 degrees on my hour hand in a 16 minutes. In 16 minutes, right? Right. Next one. Solve this one, students. A clock is set right at 1 p.m. If it gains 1 minute and an hour, what is the true time when the clock indicates 6 p.m. on the same day? What is the true time when? Everyone pause the video and try to solve this one. Pause the video and try to solve. Now, a clock is set right at 1 p.m. if it gains 1 minute an hour. So, similar, correct, wrong. So, that means in my correct clock, if it runs for 60 minutes, I will directly write minutes, students. In my wrong clock, it will run for how many minutes? 61 minutes. Why? Because it gains 1 minute for every 1 hour. Okay. What is the true time when the clock indicates 6 p.m. on the, it is set right at 1 p.m. right? So 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. how many hours? 5 hours. 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. how many hours? 5 hours. 5 hours means what I can write here? 5 into 60, 300 minutes. That means in my wrong clock it is running for 300 minutes. Then what will be the time in my correct clock? That is x minutes. Assume it as some x minutes. Solve this one, students. 61 into x is equal to 60 into 300. 60 into 300. Okay, good, superb. Now x value will become what from here? 60 into 300 by 61. 60 into 300 by 61. These are what? Minutes. These are what? Minutes. Now if I want to convert it into hours, 60 into 300 by 60 into 61 hours. I should divide it with 60, right? So it will become what? 300 by 61 hours. 300 by 61 hours means what it becomes? 4 times is 264. 4 times is what, students? 244. 244. I will be left with more 56. Four hours 56 by 11 minutes. So now the answer is, what will be the true time? So what will be the true time? 4 hours 56 by 61 minutes. 56 by 61 minutes. 56 by 61 minutes means if I want to, this is in hours. Sorry. This is hours only. 456 by 61 hours. 456 by 61 hours. So now I need to add it to 1 p.m. right? That means my answer will become what? 5 o'clock, 556 by 61 hours. 56 by 61 hours. But my question is, my options are what here? Please observe here. 56 by 61 hours means how much it will, how many minutes? So please check that one. 56 by 61 into 60 minutes. Into 60 minutes. So 56 6er, it will become what? 336. 336 0 by 61 minutes. So now cancel it. Please be careful, students. This is just a calculation part. So 61 5er 306. Sorry. 61 5er 306. I will be left with what? 300. 306. I will be left with what? 300. Why? Because I will have here 30. 300. 300 means what? As usual 54. So 54 minutes, right? I will have 56 by 61 minutes. 56 by 61 minutes. 336, 306, 305. Sorry, 305 I will have here. ఇది కొంచెం కట్ చేయండి ఈ మధ్యలో, ఈ కొంచెం కట్ చేయండి, డైరెక్ట్గా ఇక్కడ చూద్దాం, ఇక్కడ నుంచి కట్ చేయండి. ఓకే, సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ టు దిస్ వన్, స్టూడెంట్స్, హియర్ ఫర్ మీ 300 by 61 hours. 300 by 61 hours means what happens to this now? 300 by 61 hours. If I convert, it will become 456 by 61 hours. 456 by 61 hours. Now, that means this, don't worry about this 4 hours, just we will check this 56 by 61 hours. So 56 by 61 into 60 minutes. Anyway, this 4 hours is there, we will add it later. Now what happens to this? 56 6er, 5 6er 30, and 56 means 56er 300, 6 6er 36. So it will become what total? 3360 by 61 minutes. Okay, 61 5er, it will become what, students? 305. 305. I will be left with what here? 31. 310. 310 means what? Once again 5. I will be left with what? 5 by 61 minutes. So that means 4 hours 55 5 by 61 minutes. 4 hours 55 5 by 61 hours. Right? So now what will be our answer in this case? By 61. This, so there is some problem in this option, students. You will have here 310 5 by 61. So 55 5 by 61. Here there are, see, two options are same, sorry, please convert one into 5 by 61. So, the answer is here option C, option C. Okay, right? These are the questions from this entire clocks concept, students. So, please do watch all the 3 videos, then only you will have a clear idea and the complete idea about this clocks. Thank you very much. We will see a new concept in our next session. Thank you.